We have Farindra Karedla, who's dialed in from Hyderabad. How can we help you?
Yeah, my cost was in the computation of the real estate capital gains tax.
Mm-hmm.
So you typically have purchased a property over a period of 5 years, in the sense that we pay the installment from year one, from the time we book the flat till the final point of receiving possession. So when different installments are made, in computing the cost of acquisition, do we index each of the installments that we pay and then arrive at the total cost of acquisition by indexing? Or do we just take the date of the possession and say the total amount was this and therefore it's got to be indexed from that date onwards only? Because that becomes significantly different.
Right, that's a very interesting question also, Samir, considering that most home buyers nowadays have no other option but to buy under construction property because ready property is so expensive. How do you calculate indexation?
So, two things. One is payment of price, purchase price under installment is a matter of cash flow and commercial terms. For tax purpose, I think what is more important is that what is the purchase price and when was the agreement signed, and that purchase price should be reflected in your agreement. So for all capital gains purpose, what he has to do is determine the date when the agreement was signed, even though the entire amount may not have been paid on that day because he plays in installments. So that will be the starting date or date of purchase in his case for determining capital gains, and on that basis he'll have to do indexation. And even though he may have paid 10% on that date or 90%, that doesn't matter. He takes the entire agreement value and does indexation on that. He need not worry that when he paid the installments, those are the commercial terms that do not determine the indexation. The indexation is based on the purchase price. It is not based on how much price you have paid on the respective dates. That is irrelevant.
So essentially what you're saying is if say Mr. Karedla had bought the property in August 2000, yes, that is when he signed the agreement for the property, then August 2000 is the date from which you need to start calculating indexation.
Correct.
And that is what should be the basis for anybody, in fact,
yes,
who is buying under construction property. If you are selling that property, then if you want to calculate capital gains, you need to calculate it from the date on which you signed the agreement for the property and not the date on which you actually got possession of the property.
Correct.
Right? So that's a key takeaway coming for all of you right on top of our show tonight.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.